Hi Scorpio, welcome to your November reading. This is for Scorpio's Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mars. And by the way, happy birthday. If you see me looking around, it's because I'm having a new phone. I don't know where the camera is precisely. I'm still getting used to it. And also, this may or may not resonate right now, may resonate at the start of the month, at the middle of the month, at the end of the month, or also months throughout. Time is not linear, some say, or it's just that, life doesn't change from month to month. But feel free to check in whenever you want. And also, if you want to contact me for a private reading, everything is down below and in the info box of my channel. And let's get it started. Let's just get it started. So this month, I'm planning to just shuffle the cards and see what falls out for the first spread, which is the deck, done with the deck. Ooh, come on, you guys, you're already coming up with the love card. You want to talk about love during your birthday? Cool, Two of Cups is out. The bad thing about using my phone is that you guys won't be able to really see the cards that much. Yeah, and this is the Rider-Waite deck. Then I'm gonna do another spread with the Sexual Magic Tarot, and let's see specifically for love. Okay, so what is the Two of Cups? Yes, I understand, you guys, if you're single, you're finally willing to fall in love, you're ready. Or also, if you are falling in love, seems like you guys are really making it official and you're understanding that you actually have quite a lot in common with each other. But also, what is the Two of Cups? The Two of Cups is a card of understanding what is commonality and affinity with someone. And I'm not about to lecture you over things you already know, but it's like having that Two of Cups is not, something to be taken lightly. Everybody looks for it for a reason, and so many people settle for less, dreaming about that Two of Cups. Because it's very rare to find someone that walks with you where you're going, despite differences, and different destinies. I'm not saying that you have to find your half and that you both need to do the same thing. It doesn't have to be like that for everybody, Nine of Pentacles. Amazing. This really resonates with what I'm about to tell you. I'm saying that this Two of Cups is about finding someone that is on common ground with you and wants the best for you. Obviously, every love situation starts with an egotistical nature if you think about it. It's me wanting you for some reason, right? But once you settle with someone and you look at each other and you're like, oh my God, I really want you in my team. It's very different. That's why the Two of Cups is something that everybody looks for and it's very rare to find. Because it's one thing to say, and this is something that everybody romanticizes, but I don't think it's romantic, to say, I think you're the one for me, And it's another thing to say, I think we work well together. I think we can be a team together. I think I can rely on you, and I think I can walk with you on your road while you walk with me on mine. This only happens when you are already settled within yourself, when you know this about yourself. Nine of Pentacles. Look at this card. By the way, new phone, new quality, you guys. Look at this card. I'm so happy because you finally see the cards in their beauty. I love them. Look at this card. This is someone who knows their shit. They're okay. That's why when they say, I think you're the one for me, I find it a little bit egotistical. And love is an egotistical thing on some level. But from it starting as an egotistical thing and then developing towards something that accepts someone else, accepts a whole entire being with their destiny, with whoever they are in our life, in our road, is something that only happens when you know you're here. When you take, this is also a card of responsibility. It's Pentacles, you guys. This is also a card of responsibility. So you understand that these pentacles are yours and you can do whatever you want. And I'm saying this can be, this Two of Cups, Nine of Pentacles situation can be with anything. I know love is like the nicest thing, and I know we all wanna have somebody, blah, blah, blah. But this could be anything. Could be your friends, could be family. Because sometimes this Two of Cups isn't, I figured out that having a healthy family with people that accept you for who you are, and not only that, just have a healthy family, that in which their trauma doesn't get pushed on you for some reason. It's a pretty rare thing. It's rare. There's so much hurt and there's so many mistakes. But you see, accepting someone else only happens when you know where you stay and where you begin and where you end. Therefore, you're not threatened by somebody else's spirit, because everybody's like, Two of Cups, I want the love, I want the love. Yeah, but that person is a different person from you. They weren't born. Their mission in this life wasn't to be with you. Their mission is to be whoever they have to be with you, but not to be with you, you see? But that's the mistake people make, if I can talk. That's the mistake that people make when they think about love and all those things. You need to accept, but it's also with children, it's very much so with children if you think about it. It's very hard. I just made my nails. It's very hard. Six of Cups. It's very hard talking about children. It's very hard for parents to understand that their child is a different person than them. I hear that all the time. And that's something that I had to realize when someone I knew years ago, she was pregnant with her first son, and she just looked at me and she's like, I'm a little scared because I don't know him. And I was like, how come, it seemed stupid. It seemed almost incomprehensible. Like, how come you don't know him? You're the mother, he's your child. But it's true. She doesn't know who he is. She doesn't know who he will be. She doesn't know anything. And that's the way, in which that Two of Cups scenario comes out. Also, aside from all this, thing, this is a very nice spread. This is a spread of two people who have known each other or who have somehow this familiarity with one another, Like, it's not that you know each other from a long time, because, I don't, especially like me, I don't keep in contact with people that I've known since I was 6. For my own stories, I've always been moving around, so I don't really have history on that level with regards to that. But this is someone that you find you have this familiarity with. You can be yourself, they can be themselves, and you're not scared of each other. And from that familiarity, I'm back. Roommate interruption. She came back from an exam. I wanted to know how it went. I don't really remember what I was saying, but these are two people that still have that familiarity, but also, because the spread is like this. Let me show you. I may be more organized in my speaking. This is the spread. Do you see what this entails? This is like a passage. It goes from children and familiarity to independence and knowing one's being materially, but especially as a person, and taking responsibility for this about yourself. And then the real partnership, the real Two of Cups. This is when the sharing of the cups, look at the imagery, it's like so much the same. The sharing of the cup is not just innocent, but it's conscious. Could also just be, if you are in a relationship already, is going from that initial attraction to the consciousness and the awareness of the importance of someone else in your life. Could also just be you taking, if you're single, taking into account all your past experiences and understanding your independence, Nine of Pentacles, and understanding who you are and getting to know yourself more and more, despite the hurt, despite the pain, despite... Yo, you guys, it's just your reading, right? Scorpio card out. Here you are, full on display. Despite the pain, despite everything else, which you are supposed to go through, and which you do go through, and that makes you you, and understanding more and more of who you are in order to embrace both the childish nature, you know, innocent nature of love and sentiment, and the intimacy that two adults can have. And then the Scorpio card comes out, like just knowing yourself completely. I love this. Like, this is just your reading, you guys. This is just your reading. Okay. Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. So this second row has everything to do with your sense of self. Who you are also financially and your capacities financially. Who you are as a person and as a being, and what your energy is, and who you, just what you are in your core, independently from everything else. And what are your fears? And what is holding you back when it comes to this innocent love? Because you have been wanting it for a long time, and you have been really constricted by either the loneliness or the lack of communication with your partner, or just some sort of heaviness inside of you that didn't allow you to fully express this intimacy. Could be something from the past. You know, could be something from the past. By the way, we have water, another Scorpio, and earth here. Oh, could be something from the past. And the Judgment. You guys. You will see a lot of people and what they do and what it means. And that isn't entirely positive all the time. Okay? If this is an earth sign from the past that is coming back, you will really have a chance now to deal with them on a situation, you know, on a position of power. maybe in a different position than you were before. And this is someone that you, if you're not with them, this is someone that you still, you know, have something for in your heart. Star card. Judgment and the Star card. I love the major arcana here because if it talks about you, this is talking about your identity, the realization and the awakening, and the life path and your dreams and your hopes coming true. Because you're on the right road. And probably the Judgment card always comes out when it has to put people in their right road, you know? If it was with an Aquarian, maybe there has been some conflict and some third-partiness from the past with them. And you don't really trust them. Seems like with the Three of Swords, Three of Pentacles, you don't really trust this person, and Two of Swords, and their intentions especially. Are you gonna promise me things to then just break my heart? What was the deal with that third party situation? Do you want it or not? Are you trying to come back to keep me confused? Because it seems like this is something that you have had to walk away from. And it was really, really painful. But you did. You see these two people? But you did. You took all your emotions and everything and you walked away. So now maybe the situation comes back and you're like, what's up with this, right? What do you want now? So let's briefly clarify the Judgment card. I think the Queen of Pentacles is coming out here as a card of like value, you know. Nine of Pentacles, a card of value. And I love the juxtaposition. Oh my God, just heard a kid cry. The juxtaposition of this, you see? The fear from the past, that, like, you know, looking at everything with a side eye with regards to this connection, and what this type of connection and the intimacy means for you, and how much instead it makes you, you know? You can be afraid due to the hurt and the vulnerability, because the Six of Cups is like innocent and vulnerable, but you know that this is you, as in it's in your nature, you know? And in the middle of all of this, we have value and worth, despite someone giving it to you or not. And that's value, you know, real value. So let's see the Judgment card and the Two of Cups. Judgment card, you see? There is a reevaluation that probably you don't want to. You just don't want to. There's a part of you that you don't want to, because you're like, I don't want to examine this again because it was painful. Because this is painful. Seven of Swords. And you found out that you were being loyal to something and dreaming of something that, you know, that's you being innocent, Knight of Cups, and putting the work into the Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, in something that instead left you heartbroken, because there was nothing that was going to come from that situation, and probably that person knew. And probably that person knew. So why the reevaluation? I'm a Scorpio rising, so when such things like reevaluation, when I go through something like that, I'm like, I know, I don't need to reevaluate nothing. Like, I know what I know it's up, and fuck it, you know? That's it. It's done. It's over. But no, the cards are here like, no, it's not done. It's not over, because it's still informing who you are, basically. Yeah, that's why it comes back. Because Scorpio energy has a tendency to get stuck somewhere. 10 of Swords. So endings. Instead of, you know, on some level. You know, when I see the Judgment card, don't be afraid of the cards. When I see the Judgment card, it's like this needs to be looked at, because if you're not looking at it, you're gonna stay stuck. But do you want to be you? You want to be you and be able then to find your way back to this again somehow in your life? Or do you want to stay stuck here? And the thing is that if you choose not to stay stuck, which the Judgment card is here, an ending has to occur. Wrenching away from you, separating and pulling it from you, and putting it to rest. And look at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, victory, prevailing, power, your counterpart, you feeling on top again. Love, that Two of Cups here, which I'm gonna clarify just now. Let me put it here, let's see. Oh, look, it's one at the bottom. You guys are just like, this is my reading. I'm gonna be all over the reading because it's about me. It's my birthday. You're like everywhere. King of Cups. Bottom of the deck. King of Cups, High Priestess. You're in your zone, knowing. Oh. Knight of Pentacles. I'm telling you, maybe that earth sign, or if you have earth placements, could be vice versa, coming back, or that person, let's say it's that person, coming back and wanting to approach you from a much lessened position. I don't know if you would respect that. That's the point. Scorpios and Virgos have this thing in common, that there are things that they just don't respect, you know? They're like, that you did what you did, you know? You did what you did. And I don't know if now that I'm here, if I wanna, you know, if I wanna go back there, because you see same cards from before. Yeah, because there was really not much give and take. Could be also a friend or someone else in your life, I don't know. Cool, so now, if I can shuffle this deck, we're gonna look specifically at your love life, but I'm taking only 3 cards from here. Could also just be you just had this flash of thought now. Maybe that Knight of Pentacles with the 4 of Cups, you know, could be you getting tired of a situation with someone. You're like, no, I know who I love. I cannot get my mind off of this person. I just can't. Could be. I'm not here to, you know, to ruin anything, but the heart wants what it wants. You know? The heart wants what it wants. Be careful though, if what you want is good for you. Cool. Knight of... Oh, I'm loving this. The Hierophant. Again, with the Knight of Wands and the Emperor. I want to know more about this Hierophant. Just one more card, because... Okay. Scorpio, what are you doing? The fuck are you doing, Scorpio? Okay, so the Aries came out before, but I think this is you. I just think this is you. And you have been really watching someone. And you really have been envisioning yourself with this someone. Don't really know what about the Hierophant here. The Hierophant is a card of responsibility. I'm sorry for the Christians here. They'll probably be like, oh my God. But whatever. This is the sexual deck, so. This is a card of commitment and institution, but also a card of responsibility. So if you're tied in a situation, that's why I think the Page of Swords came out to clarify the Hierophant, because you're watching but not doing anything. You're being responsible, the Emperor and the Hierophant. Nine of Wands. Seems like this person hasn't left your mind for a long time. And seems like something is stagnant here with the Emperor. He's usually someone who's really, really passionate, but it's also someone who knows how to stay still. You know, so I understand, Scorpio, that you move only when you're ready and when you decide so, but, you know, if you want someone, you better go get them before losing them. I'm sorry, I'm looking in the wrong directions all the time, I'm so sorry. So, Hierophant and the Page of Swords. Watching, responsibility, but temptation. And seems like you think you've lost to this person, or seems like there was a chance that was lost. Or maybe you don't think there's anything that can be done. Have you tried enough though? And I'm not saying, I'm not one of those people you're like, you're supposed to fight for it, blah, blah, blah. But have you actually tried? Or you just decided somehow for some reason that you were just gonna sit still? Let's see more about the Emperor. This month I've just decided to shuffle cards and see what comes out. I'm telling you, you have been so drunk with desire. If you haven't had this person, you don't love them, but desire. I'm telling you, like, look at this. This is you, okay? Or an Aries. This is you. And you're sitting still, pretty calm and cool, and nobody understands the fuck is going on with you. Keeping your distance. But, oh my God, all the cards indicate, look at this. You're all over this person. Like, you know where they live, you know everything. You know where they live, you know what they're doing, you know everything. You want them. And you have been, you know, envisioning yourself with them. And there has been kind of an obsessive element here of like wanting to keep apart, you know, it's like wanting to watch this person and keep them for yourself. But you know, if you're not with that person, Scorpio, I'm sorry to break it down like that with you, but if you're not with that person, you know, you have to move before somebody else comes and gets them. And I'm not saying that because, you know, like you lose someone. It's not about that. It's not about the other person. It's about, for me specifically, like this is just me. I'm not telling you what to do with your life, but I believe that people should move for their own heart, for their own feeling. So like, at least when I do, I'm not trying anything, you know, I'm not trying to, Scorpio, like you're making me blush with all this romantic stuff. But whenever I move and I say or do something, it's because I want to. It's not because I want to get that person. It's not because I want to have them. I may not have them, and you know, whatever, but it's my heart, it's my feeling, and I'm honoring my own feeling and my own self by saying this, doing this, you know, instead of denying myself. Like I'm very like that. My self knows it's in Aries, so I'm like, you know, honesty with self, with me, you know, I cannot pretend that it's not there. So I think maybe you are waiting out because maybe you're scared of the consequences, or you're scared, like 9 of Wands, 6 of Cups before, of finding maybe yourself in a situation that will break your heart. You're scared, and maybe you understand that you have to really reconcile yourself before you see this person, but you understand that you really need to put yourself together before getting with them also, because they're just not one like that. And you probably don't want to ruin it. Oh, this just came to me, and then I'm like, 2 of Cups at the bottom of the deck again. Love, true love, undeniable love. And the air sign, 7 of Swords again, and Ace of Wands. So seems like if you were in a relationship, someone will get hurt and they'll feel deeply betrayed. This is the card of the scorned woman. She's still looking at her husband in anger, but the heart wants what it wants. Good luck, Scorpio, and happy birthday.